want smoke? Bottle roll your favorite rapper up. Who want smoke with me? Learn to say it with your chest and don't be choking on me. The best at the rap to a rapper. I'm codeine, I'll crush your dream, you go to sleep. Scheming as we speak, I'm with the demons and the freaks. Yeah, I heard your new release, and I thought that it was sweet. We bleed, but maybe it's just me. Cooking rappers is tradition just to let the culture eat.
Guys, hear that one? Cooking rappers is tradition, so I let the culture eat. One more time. So I just got back from a gym session, right? And I do what I usually do. Get on my laptop, go on YouTube, as I just get ready to go take a shower. So I get on YouTube and I see this title. And I'm like, clickbait. Clickbait. Again. And the title is Pretty Ugly Response to Reece in a New Song. And I'm like, it's clickbait, but like, let's go for it. Let's listen. You guys have to listen to the song. If you haven't listened to the song, pause this video, do yourself a favor, and go listen to the song. Because my faith, I really paying my faith.
Bottle roll your favorite rapper up. Who want smoke with me? Learn to say it with your chest and don't be choking on me. The best at the rap. You want pussy, that's the reason that you bleeding from your briefs. A nigga wants some beef, I let his girlfriend on my meat. You an L, she a W, I let her stroke the D. See my bitch fucking G, we don't argue with no fleas. I'm headed out the pit so we could argue with your leash. Yeah, I heard your new release, and I thought that it was sweet. We bleed, but maybe it's just me.
This man said mwah. I'm done. He said mwah. I heard it. It was sweet. Mwah.
And I thought that it was sweet. We bleed, but maybe it's just me. Started reading all the tweets. They don't want beef, cause beneath you R&B. You taking shots and say my hit man, you won't even know it's me. Cooking rappers is tradition just to let the culture eat.
You get that one? Cooking rappers is tradition, so I let the culture eat. Thank you, Priddy. Thank you. Oh man, don't go.
It's the vulture's feed. Cooking rappers is tradition just to let the culture eat.
Who wants smoke with Priddy?
Yo, what the fuck is that? Yo, what the fuck is that? Saw step on niggas.
That's fire. Wait.
Ik zei RP mijn fiets.
Ik say repaying my feet. I know. This is what we need. I feel this is what we need. And we need more of it. And it's about time. Because people keep saying that SA hip hop is dying. I don't think SA hip hop is dying. I just think that we need more of this. This is what we need more of. This is something that's been lacking in South African hip hop for quite some time now. And we need more of it. And I'm going to say clearly what I'm talking about. Like, we need more of this, guys. I know people are like, what is Priddy doing? He's busy throwing shots, whatever. But what you guys are failing to understand that at its core, hip hop has always been competitive. Hip hop is a competitive game. It's all about wanting to be the top. And if you're not at the top, then you go for the person who's at the top. And that's why this is needed. And that's why this is appreciated by me. Because for a long time, for real, here in South Africa, once you start talking beef, you start dropping people's names in songs, it's a, ooh, no, what are you doing? Ooh, what's gonna happen? And then you get people attacking you. But no, guys, this is what we need. Because if you think about in the US, and I'm gonna make reference to the US, I know we're just focusing on South African hip hop, but I'm gonna make reference to the US because that's where hip hop originated from. And if you look at the US, competition in the game feeds into the game. That's what the culture needs, that competition. When Drake says that I am number one, what's that verse? There's that verse. He says, I know I said top 5, but I'm top 2, and I'm not 2 because I'm 1. What happened? Other rappers went at him also. So if you claim your stake as number 1, You have to claim it and then know that people are gonna say otherwise. When Kendrick dropped that verse on Control, what happened? Did the guys just keep quiet? No. Big Sean has had his own release to answer Kendrick. Drake had his own release to answer Kendrick. J. Cole had his own release to answer Kendrick. That's how it's supposed to be. If someone feels that they are at the top, then everyone else must work to be at the top and to be higher than that person. That's the only way the game grows. And that's what we want to see, don't we? So I love people like Priddy Ugly who are going to take the shots now, but want to see it grow. Like, I'm glad Priddy Ugly decided that, you know what, I'm gonna go for Reece. And now I'm gonna put this into two perspectives, right? Why I say it was good that he went for Reece and why I think it was very strategic of him for going for Reece, right? The reason why I think it was a great idea that he went for Reece is because if we're being honest with ourselves, guys, Reece is the top tier rapper in South Africa. And I must say that with my chest. Reece is one of the top tier rappers in South Africa. Now, most of you are thinking, no, top 5 hip hop, Odwa, Reece. But think about it. Who's rapping harder than Reece besides him, Nasty C, and Priddy Ugly? Literally, for me, I'm now talking rap. Come at me. I'm now talking specifically rap. I'm not saying who's the hardest act in hip hop. I am saying who raps hard in hip hop. And Youngster CPT, my bad. Who raps hard in hip hop? Your AKAs, your Caspers are very good musicians. They make great hip hop music. But I'm saying who raps hard, right? And one thing about me, I'm a big Reece fan. And the reason why I'm happy that Priddy Ugly went for Reece is because I never want to see Reece become too comfortable. Because once you become comfortable, that's when the hunger is gone. And I want Reece when he's hungry at his most, always. Because that's when the music is amazing, guys. The music is amazing when cats feel like they're the underdog, when cats feel like they're cornered, when cats aren't comfortable. You can't be comfortable. Because once you're comfortable, then your push isn't there. And we need Reece to stay on that if we're going to get hip-hop music moving to greater heights. I mean, think about it. When he left Ambitious and he dropped one of my favorite tapes, to be honest, by Reece, my favorite album was From Me to Only You. Right? From Me to Only You. Something like that. But like when he dropped that tape, that thing was fire. Because he was hungry, he was backed up in a corner. Ambitious was isolating him. They wanted him out. They wanted to throw shade on him like, nah, you are nothing. And what did he do? He dropped one of the hardest tapes of his career. You think even this year, all of his fans, me included, we were all saying that Reece is the best. But mainstream people were not seeing it. They were not acknowledging it. What did he do? You know what he did on that tape that he dropped. You know how big residual value was. You know how big Bravo is. You know this, guys. And that's why I say I love the fact that Priddy Ugly went for Reece. Because Reece cannot be comfortable. When you're at the top, you cannot be comfortable. You need cats that are going to push you. I feel like Reece now, as I'm saying, is at the top. I feel like Reece probably in his house or when he's just chilling, all he listens to is probably himself. That's how I feel. So how are you going to be motivated to do better than yourself and everyone else if all you listen to is yourself? You probably just listen to himself and like US hip hop or something. Because I honestly feel like he knows he's the best right now. And he should feel that way. Every artist should feel that way. That I am the best in this. That I am on top here. That I run shit here. And for Priddy Ugly, I feel like Priddy Ugly was strategic with this one. He was strategic. From day one, when he wrote the first one when he did the freestyle on his birthday, and he said that he's the best rapper in Reece. And Reece, he's the best Reece rapper. What does that say? It was saying I'm better than Reece. My birth month, Reece. I'm the best rapper in that birth month. Who's in that birth month that you know? Who has it incorporated in pretty much their image? Reece. So he was saying it. that Tonayaka, I am better. I am on top. And then he went and crapped on all of the rappers. Most of them. Notable ones. Crapped on them too. Just to show you guys that I'm the best. Because you guys kept talking shit. Just to show you I'm the best. But the strategic part comes in, I feel like when he started making his album. You know, when he made, I think it's Dust, something, Handful of Dust was where he was strategic about it. I feel like he sat down and was like, okay, I want people to know that I'm the best rapper in South Africa. So who is the person that South Africa feels is a better rapper than me, or is the best rapper doing it right now? And I feel like from that conversation, he probably thought Nasty C, Reece, Shane, Youngster CPT, and probably Cass, I don't know, aka. But from that he knew, okay, going for Cass and aka already have their thing, and Cass is not even talking hip hop anymore. So those ones on side. Nasty C is focusing on his international stance. So me going for Nasty C harder is not gonna get me anywhere, because Nasty C is not really paying attention to the SA market anymore. He's trying to go US. So who am I going to go against that's going to get people talking, that's going to create this Arirepeng Bafetu, let's rap, let's all come out, let's drop bars, let's bring back what is true to hip hop. And he knew that is Reece. Think about it. It's Reece. Who else but Reece? And that's where I have to applaud Priddy, because I love Priddy. To me, honestly, I don't have a top 5. I literally have a top 3, a top 4. Okay, I have a top 5. But my top 2 is both of them. Reece, Priddy. Those guys are probably part of my top 2, to be honest. And I love seeing this. And I feel like Priddy really needed this, because you guys were saying he's not a rapper. No rapper. Priddy can't rap. Priddy was like, I will show you guys. I will show you on my album. I will show you on that freestyle. I will show you on Dust, on Handful of Dust, that I can go for who you guys think is better than me and who you guys think is the best. And I'm going to show him that I'm the best. You heard him say it. I heard your song that you just dropped. I thought it was sweet. You heard the man. I thought it was sweet. What, that 2-3 lines that you had I thought it was sweet. It's nothing. I can do this. Because this is who I am. I can do this. Like, I love doing this. I can do this. And that's what he did. So I love it. I love seeing it, Priddy. I really do. And also another thing, in that same line afterwards, he says, I thought it was sweet. But I guess it's just me, because I go on Twitter and it's a different story. And that's another thing, guys. Like, I won't lie, I'm obviously, as a fan of Nasty C, as a fan of Reece, as a fan of Casper, you're going to protect your artist. So when he says these stuff about Reece, people always be like, but no, Reece can still do wada. And it shook him, because he was like, I put out the first one, I put out the album, I put out the freestyle. He responds like this, and you guys still say, no, Reece is gonna bury you, Priddy. But Priddy put out this also. I love it for Priddy. I won't lie. I love it for Priddy, and I want to see more of it. Priddy ugly. This, I feel like this is what my ears were meant for. This is what my ears were meant for. I love hip hop, guys. I love hip hop. And I feel like if this keeps going, if competition comes back into hip hop full force, then we're gonna have fun. We're gonna enjoy music. There's gonna be engagement, because that's what competition brings. It makes people now listen to what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like we none of us missed it when Ricky Rick did the Ama Tomazane remix and said, I called X to show him there's no beef. Because during that time, there was competition in hip-hop. There was competition and there was sections. But we were still together. He was still able to say, dog, we have no beef. You just know how the game is. Competition is there. And that's what we need. but we sisonke, sipusha sonke, sigrinda sonke, we succeed sonke. Kodwa competition is there. That's just what I wanted to say. And you know, this was not a planned video. I literally just came back from the gym and I heard the song and I was like, nah, I want to do this. And I did it. I'll probably release it whenever I get a chance. I'll edit it up and release it. But guys, arirepeng, guys. Arirepeng. My name is Odwa MJALI and this is Real Talk Hip Hop.